Hello guys, welcome to another video of Daily Foods. Today I'm going to show you how to make lasagna. It's super simple and I'm going to try not narrate as much this time because it's quite straightforward. So for vegetables, I'm using mushrooms, carrots, celery, onion, garlic, and tomatoes. Basically, you just want to chop them up very roughly because they all cook down anyways, just so that they're not too big. And for celery and carrots, I cut them up lengthwise so that they give long strips, which then I can grab them together and continue chopping like so. And for carrots, you want to be careful. Make sure that your fingers are safe. And again, like celery, continue to cut so. And for the onion, I only showed me using half of the onion, but I used the full onion. For the tomatoes, you can cut them very chunky because they cook down. And then for garlic, you want to finely chop. And for the canned tomatoes, I used whole tomatoes that I crushed myself because I feel like you get wider control of the texture and the size of the tomatoes. So now that you have all your ingredients prepped, you want to get a large pot, put some olive oil in there just so that it covers the bottom. And to that, you want to add your ground beef. Or if you want, you can add no meat and just stick with mushrooms and have this recipe vegetarian. To that, you want to add your onions, give it a good mix. And then I just added all my vegetables because I was lazy. Honestly, it really doesn't matter, it all cooks down. If you want, you can cook the mushrooms down so that you cook down all of the water that's held in there and it gives it a better flavor, but this works too. To that, you want to add some salt, about a tablespoon of salt. And I added some chili flakes, about a pinch. Depends on how much you want the spice level to be. And then of course pepper. The general rule is you want to under season right now. When it's done, you want to season it again to make sure that it's perfect. So give that a good mix and let it cook down. Then I added some garlic, give it a stir. And then I added the tomatoes. And you want to let it cook for maybe about 5 minutes so that the tomatoes kind of soften up. And once it looks something like that, and you don't really see chunks of tomato, then you can add your crushed tomatoes. And if you don't have any kind of stock, you can rinse that bowl with water and then pour that in. I had some chicken stock, so I added about 8 ladles of that, just so that it covers quite a bit. It's because you want to cook it down so that all the vegetables get soft and the meat tender. And pretty much once your sauce looks like how it was before you added any water or stock, you're pretty much done and you can go on to assembling your lasagna. The reason why I keep the sauce quite runny is because I'm using oven-ready lasagna sheets and they soak up a lot of the liquid. If you're not using that, you can for sure cook down the sauce even more. To assemble, I added a layer of the sauce and then a layer of the pasta sheets. Another layer of the sauce, just so that it covers every surface of the pasta. And then I added cheese. I just used it shredded mozzarella. And I had some Parmesan, but I'm saving the Parmesan at the end because I had a limited amount. And then you just want to repeat. Add the sheets, sauce, cheese, until you have no more left. Added the remainder of the cheese and the Parmesan. And your lasagna is pretty much ready for the oven. So I baked mine at about 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes. But you want to follow the instructions labeled on the back of the package for your pasta sheets. And after about 30 minutes, mine looked like that. So I plated mine with some Greek salad. I find that they go really well together. And if you want, I can make a video on how I made my Greek salad. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe.